IMF asked El Salvador to drop Bitcoin. More countries clamp down. And make sure to hit that like button as we approach 6,000 subscribers. You heard that right. More countries are regulating cryptocurrencies, fearing systemic risk from the volatile digital currencies. The International Monetary Fund has urged El Salvador to drop Bitcoin as a legal tender, citing risks to the nation's financial stability and consumer protection, joining a growing chorus of countries clamping down on private digital currencies. The Central American nation became the first in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender in September, alongside the U.S. dollar, with authorities saying it will help save residents remittance commissions and expand financial inclusion. But adoption has been rocky, with only a fraction of businesses taking Bitcoin payments and technical problems plunging the government's cryptocurrency app. There are large risks associated with the use of Bitcoin on financial stability, financial integrity, and consumer protection, as well as the associated fiscal contingent liabilities, the IMF said in a statement on El Salvador on Tuesday. It urged authorities to narrow the scope of the Bitcoin law by removing Bitcoin's legal tender status. Advocates of cryptocurrency, particularly in developing nations, say they are an effective hedge against hyperinflation and uncertainty. But the crypto market is increasingly dominated by big investors, and authorities fear that the highly volatile digital currencies could undermine their control of the financial and monetary systems, increase systemic risk, promote financial crime, and hurt small investors. Here is a look at countries that have recently regulated or plan to regulate cryptocurrencies. Russia. And we've talked about all of these. Russia's central bank last week proposed banning the use and mining of cryptocurrencies on Russian territory, citing threats to financial stability, citizens' well-being, and its monetary policy, sovereignty, as well as high energy consumption. Russia, the world's third largest player in Bitcoin mining, has argued for years against cryptocurrency, saying they can be used in money laundering or to finance terrorism. It gave them legal status in 2020, but banned their use as a means of payment. Indonesia's Financial Services Authority, QJK, this week said that financial firms are not allowed to offer and facilitate sales of crypto assets in the country where cryptocurrencies cannot legally be used for payment. Last year, the Indonesian Ulama Council, MUI, a top body of clerics, likened trading of cryptocurrencies to gambling and said that using them as a means of payment is unlawful in Islam because they carry elements of uncertainty and harm. The Indian government has said it was looking to bar most private cryptocurrencies in a new bill that would allow only certain cryptos in order to promote the underlying technologies and its uses. The central bank has also voiced serious concerns about cryptocurrencies and is set to launch in digital currency. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said it is important for democratic nations to cooperate on regulating cryptocurrencies as they did not fall into wrong hands and corrupt the youth. Pakistan Central Bank earlier this month recommended banning cryptocurrencies, arguing that allowing them to be traded would cause capital flight. After a careful risk-benefit analysis, it emerged that risks of cryptocurrency far outweigh its benefits for Pakistan, it said in a report. Singapore, the Monetary Authority of Singapore last week banned all advertising of crypto assets, including ads through social media influencers. Companies can only market them on their own websites and social media platforms. While the central bank strongly encourages the development of blockchain technology and innovative applications of crypto tokens, the trading of cryptocurrency is highly risky and not suitable for the general public, the MAS said in a statement. Service providers not portray trading of cryptocurrencies in a manner that trivializes the high risk of trading in them, it said. Spain, and I'm reading through all these, and I picked this particularly because you need to see all the countries that are on board with this and how big of a risk this is right now to own Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole. Spain also last week, regulated advertising of crypto assets, including by social media influencers, and requires any advertising to include warning about the risks involved. Australia last month said it will create a licensing framework for cryptocurrency exchanges and consider launching a retail central bank digital currency, so another country that's talking about their own CBDC. The government will begin consultation this year on establishing a licensing framework for digital exchanges, allowing the purchases and sale of crypto assets by consumers in the regulated environment, authorities said. Regulators in China intensify a crackdown on cryptocurrencies with a blanket ban on all crypto transactions and mining in September after banning financial institutions and payment companies from providing services related to crypto transactions in May, as well as 2013 and 2017. China sees cryptocurrency as a threat to its sovereign digital yuan, which is at an advanced pilot stage. Before the ban, China accounted for more than half of the world's crypto supply, and miners have since moved elsewhere. Turkey Turkey's central bank last year banned the use of crypto assets and payments, saying that it entitled significant risk due to volatile market values, irrecoverable transactions, and because they are used in illegal activities. Nigeria's central bank barred local banks from dealing in or facilitating transactions in cryptocurrencies last year, reinforcing restrictions that have been in place since 2017. The ban has pushed the industry underground, with Nigerians trading between themselves using mobile messaging apps and platforms such as Binance and Paxful. This has opened them up to scams and the risk of arrest. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 10, 11 different countries, 10 that we're talking about right here that are already banning cryptocurrency. So major countries. So just pay attention to what I'm saying and make sure you're listening to the right people on YouTube. Nothing worse than being misled.